Hayden, you go when you're ready, Van. Hayden, he needs to work on that. A lead. When did you know that lead came in?
Just now.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all don't have enough of a, what is it I'm looking for? A radar? Is that what I'm talking about? Situational awareness. Now, I'm saying this is something that you can grow, though. You've got to become, all y'all got to get better at that. And that is something that can be improved. The reason why y'all suck at it is because you've never grown it. You've never thought about it. You've only really thought about you. But I need you to be thinking about it like everything. Where's everything going? What's going on? Weatherman usually knows what y'all are doing too, by the way. I'll call him and he was like, blah, 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 blah. He knows what y'all are doing. Weatherman has an awareness when a lead comes in, he's on it. Now, Weatherman might say, is this worth my time or not worth my time? He might think like that, but he might make that decision, but Weatherman, he just knows. He can carry a broad awareness spectrum. That's what I'm going to call that. Good morning, everybody. Happy, what is today? Jason, what's shaking? Hey, my wife is on here and Wi-Fi. Drew did say today he will come by there and pick up your garbage. I'm hoping he gets it before you start calling me, though. So if you're on here, do me a favor. Please like, comment, share the stream. Today we're talking about, hey, let's give a hand to the new guy. Before I get started, I was bragging on the new dude this morning. What did he do last night, Josh?
Made 144 phone calls.
Was it 144?
I think.
I believe it was 144.
I just don't understand. The only thing I could bitch about is why didn't you just go ahead and do 150? You know?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just hit the 150 number? How close was he? Hey, are we bothering you over there? Excuse me.
144.
144 calls, which for you people that are watching, that's a shitload of phone calls. Hey, compared to another guy, another all-star, Drew Kilgore, how many calls did he make? 10. I know. You know why I know?
You're aware.
I'm aware. I think you probably hit 50. You're right around 50. Hayden, did you ever get to 50 or are you in the 20s?
I'd be in the 50s.
I would be in the 50s. Okay. Now here's where I made this post about Drew yesterday. I called him. He was stretched, leaning back. God, that's a good picture. I gotta take a picture of Drew sitting here up front. Everybody else back there doing the shit nobody wants to do. The garbage work back there. Calling. Getting shied down. Hey, 144 times yesterday, you confronted fear and you did it anyway. Were you scared? Were you a little nervous about every phone call?
Maybe just a tad bit, but.
See, that's what I'm looking for, is Noah confronted that fear 144 times yesterday, and he did it anyway. Now, after he's done that 1,000 times, that fear's going to go away. It's going to get easier and easier. But back to Drew, back to our hero, Drew. How many deals you got going right now?
Like 8.
Like 8 deals.
Sheesh.
And he was sitting in here relaxing. Now, some people, I made a post and one of his buddies made a comment. What was he saying? Agostino.
I don't know what he said.
Well, he was saying something about it. Somebody's either lying or hating. And I said, I'm hating. He's a poor example for y'all. See, I'm holding Drew to an unreasonable standard. And I'm going to hold y'all to an unreasonable standard. Just because you're good at this does not justify you slacking in another area. This morning, the first thing I was going to do is I was going to come in here and look for Noah. I was going to say congrats. But my next question is this. You training? How many have you done? How many more do you need to get done? Do you understand what I'm saying? Just because you put on a great show last night does not give you permission to come in here and dig off a little bit today. Some people ain't going to like that. Are they, Andrew? Why not? Why do you not like it?
I do like it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you always like it?
Yep.
Does your mom like it when I call you out?
She's grown.
I don't know what your buddy Agostino was saying. I don't know if he was saying something to me or you. But Drew, I put in there, he's got 6 deals pending, and he's up here relaxing. Did you see the picture? Y'all all commented. What does Drew look like he was doing?
Sleeping.
Chilling.
Man, he looked to me like he was relaxed, feeling good. Hey, to me, it looked like he was showboating. I've been in the business long enough to know that if Drew, I'm watching Drew's calls every day, and it's been hard for Drew to get into double digits, kind of like in basketball. Can't get to double digits. Why are you not getting above 10 calls? What's holding you back? Is it the fact you got money coming in? What is it?
I just gotta focus more on the calls and do them. I'm not scared to do them.
Well, you went back there yesterday motivated, showboating. My wife says bank walking. He was walked back there. I thought, man, he's about to show out again. He's about to. And he went back in there, and I went to a coach's thing yesterday, and I came back, and I'm like, man, I know Drew. I'm going to get his attention somehow. He's going to show out. How many calls did the gentleman have again? Say it for the audience.
10.
10. How much talk time was that?
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Set an appointment out of those 10 calls.
Did you really? Why ain't you said more? Why ain't you doing more of that? Here's what you need to know. Right now is Van would talk about the low-hanging fruit. Right now is the easiest deals you're going to get. Right now, people are starting to get excited. They're starting to get their money back. Just because you got 6 or 8 things going on right now does not justify getting into bad behavior. Hayden, what do I get on to you about?
Getting here on time.
Getting here on time. I don't care what you did last night. We can celebrate that and we can brag on that. But if you were here last night to 10 o'clock and you come in here at 8:30, what am I going to say?
Why are you late?
It's very unreasonable. We just need to, number one, agree and acknowledge my expectation of y'all is very unreasonable. And a lot of people are going to say things to you that are going to say, man, that's ridiculous. My dream for y'all is ridiculous. You ever think about that? I don't see you doing what you're doing in 2 years. I see you with a lot more money. But I ain't going to see you making a lot of money sitting there stretched back talking to Lorema with your hands behind your head, with your feet out. Did you see that picture, Van?
Yep.
It's a good picture, wasn't it? I should be a photographer. And that should be our team photo. This is not what you want to be. Is that what you want to be?
It's not what I am.
It's what you were when I caught you yesterday. The picture didn't lie. Red-handed. Who do we have coming in here? Who is that man? What side of ridiculous do you want to be on, my wife is asking. A ridiculous life to me looks like somebody having freedom to do whatever they want to. Whatever they want, whenever they want. If they want to take off and go to Florida for 3 weeks, they can go do that. If they want to go to Florida and stay in their beach house down there, they can do that because they paid an unreasonable price before then. You got to understand, to have a ridiculous life, it comes with ridiculous sacrifice before then. You've got things going on right now, but you need to pick it up in this area. Or you could just say, dude, let's call the dogs off. Those big dreams, those big goals, those big things I'm talking about, I really, really don't want those. And if that's really what you say, we can agree upon that. But we can't agree if you want my help to get you to another level. And this goes for everybody. If you want my help to get you to another level, understand what you're asking for. The way I treat Drew is the same way I treat me. Actually, I'm a lot harder on myself than I am Drew. My wife, a ridiculous life to me, looks like the Floyd's yacht excursion right now. They're back. Did you see John Floyd and his wife? They are in some big boat. I mean, I'm talking like a big boat. Do you know how big of a boat I'm talking about? I'm talking about it comes with a 7-person cabin. I mean, a 7-person staff. There ain't just one guy driving that boat. There's somebody, probably 2 people manning the boat. That's how big it is. It looks like a little Titanic floating around in some Caribbean area. No, I tell you, it's even more ridiculous than that. He brought his wife and like several other couples. Be like me renting out a big old boat and saying, let's go. Just bring your clothes. Hell, you can wear mine. Might be a little big on you, but you can just come as you are, wear my stuff. That's what a ridiculous life looks like. Some people, though, aren't going to want to pay that price to get there like John Floyd did. John Floyd sacrificed a lot of risk. Like at 40 years old, he was getting back on the table. All of his winnings going right back on there. There was a lot of sacrifice to do that. Is that really what you want, or do you want comfort? Hey, you could still have a good year and coast through to 2021. Is that what you want?
No.
What you're doing today ain't for 2021. Everything that you're doing today, all these things that you're doing, Noah, the payoff's coming in the future. The problem for people is doing all this stuff, and we're in a world, we're in a time, we've grown up where we do something and we get it immediately. What is that called? Instant gratification. Can you delay it? How long can you sit there? How long can you stay disappointed on what you're doing? How long can you stay committed? How long can you do this? Because this is really what determines how successful you're going to be. It ain't really about just how great you are and what you do. I'm looking back. I mean, I've had some of the Joey and John might look at me and they're like, "Man, you're missing out on the best times we've ever had in the real estate market. You should be trying to keep more of your money right now. Instead, you're expanding it. You're buying. I mean, we're $15,000 a month of Zillow leads. That's a lot of money to get everybody up and going. But I'm sacrificing, I'm paying the price by losing out on some money to develop people. Now, what if in the next 5 years, if everybody sticks around and they still believe this is the best place for them, and there's 30 people here, what is that board? And Josh is still running the board, by the way. Josh, you should say, there ain't no way I'm ever giving up that. I'm always going to run that board.
If I own the company one day, I'm still gonna run the board.
You're going, yeah, that's right. That's what is that board going to look like?
It's gonna be take up the whole wall right there.
That's right. We're going to have to get another board. What's January going to look like? What is April 2025 going to look like around here, Josh?
It's gonna cover the room.
How many deals is that going to look like?
100.
100 deals that month. It was a big month.
Huge.
We hit 100. Van hit his bonus.
That's right.
I started tricking Van. No, now we got to go to 100 deals before you get a bonus.
You don't get a commission.
No commissions for you, man.
You ain't getting paid this week unless we hit that number, Van. But those things can happen, but everything that you're wanting to happen will come with a price of sacrifice. It will take time. And you've got to understand that the future rewards come from a lot of past suffering. Noah last night, 144 phone calls. I don't know if any of them, people are asking me to get any appointments. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care if Noah gets an appointment. The whole object, the whole thing that I'm trying to, my whole mission there is to get Noah to where he'll make phone calls. I don't care if he gets one appointment. Have I asked you? Maybe I have asked. Just the reason why I'd ask if you got an appointment is for you, not for me. I mean, I don't really care that if you got an appointment. What I'm really tracking is, damn, this dude came in here and made 144 phone calls. Should have done 150. Should have. But hey, maybe you can do 150 one day. How many calls could you do?
A lot.
Could you?
Mm-hmm.
What's the most you've ever done? Just so we'll know. Just so we can have a comparison. What's the most you've ever
I
done?
think my highest number was like 80 something one day.
That's pretty good. What's your highest, Josh?
104.
104. That used to look real good, didn't it? What's your highest?
Did I break 80s or not?
I don't think you've ever done 80s.
I broke 80s. I know.
I don't think
I
so.
know for a fact I broke 86 one
I
time.
think I had it on video. You broke it. I think you had it.
Those numbers.
You were in the 100. You made 100. I made 86.
I think that's right. I have a video of it. I have to look at it though.
Chris Clark says, "Come on, Noah. Hey, you're gonna get famous because of the effort."
Chris right there.
Do you know Chris?
I don't, but he's been giving me lots of support.
Well, he knows you, and that's what do you think's more important? Who you know or who knows you?
I believe it's who knows you.
Actually, you're exactly right. It's more important who knows you today. The old saying, it ain't what you know, it's who you know. Really, what's more important today is who knows you. And you're going to build this reputation as this machine. We're going to control the narrative around here that Noah's the machine. Now, we've got a culture now. See, I would not be able to have someone come in here and make 144 calls if somebody didn't come in and make 50 calls, and then 70 calls, and then 80 calls, and then 103 calls or 104 calls. You guys have kind of set this standard. Now Noah's coming in here, so you guys, I can see how much better you guys got by making phone calls. The more you make, the better you got in a quicker amount of time. What do you think, Noah? We're going to look back at Noah and say,
Damn, he progressed so quick.
unless what?
He quit making his phone calls.
He's going to get unless he can't fight through the discouraged. You're going to get discouraged doing this. I know that. But can you fight through it? Can you?
I believe I can.
Well, quit believing. Just say hell yeah. Yesterday,
Yeah, I can.
yesterday you came
Yeah, I
in, you
can.
said you believe, and then you showed out.
Yeah.
Now who's going to be inspired by Noah's great feat yesterday? 144 phone calls. Josh,
It's a damn record.
that is a record.
That's not just a record. That's a. Yeah, it's a. It's a
That is a record. Everybody, what I'm talking about is Drew is off to a great start. He's off to a great year, okay? And just because he's off to a great year does not allow Drew, what I'm talking about, success, 6 deals, either closed or pending, and you got some other deals working, right? He's saying around 8 people. I'm not letting him off the hook to fail in what got him those deals. He may not like it. Other people may not like it, but who do I do this for?
Yourselves.
For me.
I do this for Drew. Whether he likes it in the moment, he's going to like it, though, when he's stacking the cash. When he's buying stuff, he's going to like it then. Everybody have a great day.